What's going on YouTube? Jackknifefigures here, and today we have got the Pic Fed Roster reveals. Just so y'all know it's coming. I'm getting my computer back soon, so I'll be able to edit, film everything. Filming will probably start next week sometime, because I got to get some better lighting, because obviously the lighting in here is, subpar. But yeah, we got the reveals here. We're going to start this off. These are our GMs, as you can see. Eric Bischoff and Shane O'Mac, because we like this one. Bischoff, I did finally get that one fixed, in case you all were watching the past couple videos where I've been complaining about his torso not being broke. I did fix it, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, these are the belts for the respective brands. Over here on Bischoff, we've got Adrenaline, and over here on Shane O'Mac, we've got Jackknife Live, because this is Jackknife Wrestling. And if you're wondering why the Cruiserweight and the ECW World Heavyweight Championship are up first, is because those championships can go through either brand. This I am dubbing the Championship of Death, this the Championship of Flight, and basically whoever holds either of those belts can go in between brands. That way we're not focusing on one brand having all the Cruiserweights, one having all the deathmatch guys. That way, everyone can get in. Hell, Eric Bischoff and Shane O'Mac can fight for it. But yeah, over here on Jackknife Live, their world championship is the World Heavyweight Championship, big gold, one of my personal favorites. And then from midcard, we've got the IC title. And then the tag team championships, we've got the OG SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which are now the Jackknife Live Tag Team Championships. And the Jackknife Wrestling Intercontinental Champion. And then over here on Adrenaline, for the world title, we got the Undisputed Championship. Honestly, one of my favorite belts. That is the Adrenaline World Championship. And then right here, we have the WCW United States Championship. I just think it's clean. You can probably tell a trend based on these belts, which ones I kind of like. But yeah, we're going over there with United States Championship, Adrenaline United States Championship, Jackknife Wrestling United States Championship. And then you got the old World Tag Team titles. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the roster. We're going to spread them all up and break them down into, tag teams, mid-card, main guys. So this right here is our tag team divisions. They're about equal. I think Adrenaline has one more team. And obviously tag teams can be created, destroyed, and then members can go on to be main carders like Undertaker, Darby, etc., etc. But these are kind of like standard teams right here. And if for some reason you guys think these rosters are unbalanced, I did not pick these. I mean, I did, but I didn't. There went Luchasaurus and Miz. But me and my boy, I don't even have to say his name, you already know who he is, did an off-screen draft, and these are the rosters we came up with. So over here on Jackknife Live, we've got the Profits, the Brothers of Destruction, the Young Bucks, the Lucha Bros, the Hardy Bros, the Dudley Boys, Sting and Darby, Hurt Business, and LAX. And then if we turn over here to Adrenaline, we've got Undisputed Era, Bloodline, Edge and Christian, D-Generation X, New Day, House of Black, Jurassic Express, Miz and Morrison, FTR, and MJF and Wardlow. That is kind of our standard, tag team divisions right here. These guys will be competing, and we will get to naming champions later. Up next, we're going to break out the mid-cards of the brands. Now, like I said, you can easily push any of these guys anywhere. It really just depends on the booking. This is just kind of standard. All right, right here are your mid-card level guys. Now, before you say, oh my God, I can't believe you're not pushing Johnny Gargano to the moon or something like that, keep in mind that, like I said, as storylines develop and things change, guys can elevate themselves, downgrade themselves from the tag team division all the way up to main event, etc., etc. But like I said, just standard. These are your guys I've got like rocking mid-card. Over here on Jackknife Live, we have Hangman Page, Pete Dunne, Sheamus, Pac, Tommy Dreamer, Damian Pierce, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Guerrero, Prince Puma or Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, R-Truth, and Cesaro or Claudio, whichever one you call him. I'm calling him Cesaro because I like it better. And then on Adrenaline, we've got Dolph Ziggler, Apollo Crews, Johnny Gargano, Andrade Cien Almas, Mustafa Ali, Shinsuke Nakamura, Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, Matt Riddle, Batista, Dustin Rhodes, and Sammy Guevara. Like I said, these are kind of your mid-level cards. And technically, since the the Championship of Flight and the Championship of Death are cruiserweight title, not cruiserweight, mid-card level titles, technically speaking. Divisions-wise, basically cruiserweight. I'm not following actual cruiserweight rules, which is why it's the Championship of Flight. Anyone who can hop up there and do a freaking backflip off a ladder, like, you know, Jeff Hardy's not. I don't think he's classified as a cruiserweight. People like him. People like your Jeff Hardys and all that. And then for the Championship of Death, doesn't necessarily have to be deathmatch guys. Like, just, you know, guys who aren't afraid to bleed or are, you know, known for kind of being dominant, brutal. Like, Chris Jericho isn't a deathmatch known guy, but he's not afraid to bleed, unlike Jon Moxley. So, yeah. Like I said, it really just kind of depends. You know, we'll make the stories make sense. But this is our mid-card for Adrenaline and Jackknife Live. Now we're going to get into the main card, which concludes the rosters, and then we're going to name champions. And finally, rounding it off for the rosters, we've got your main event talent, your main cards, your guys going for world championships. You know, over here on Adrenaline, we have Adam Cole, John Cena, CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, RVD, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes. And on Jackknife Live, we've got Finn Balor, Kenny Omega, Gunther, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Chris Jericho, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Jon Moxley. Those are like your main guys, your main event talents. And once again, before you're like, I can't believe you're including, I don't know, Kevin Owens in the main event and not Johnny Gargano. Things can change, okay. And I'm using Johnny Gargano because Omega was very upset when I told him I didn't have main event plans for Gargano yet. But yeah, that's your main event talent. Now let's get to crowning the inaugural champions. All right, now that you've seen the rosters, it's time to crown our champions. And let's go ahead and get started. First off, World Heavyweight Champion is going to be none other than R-Truth himself. And your undisputed champion is going to be none other than my favorite of all time, Kofi Kingston. They will also be the United States Intercontinental Tag Team Champion of Death and Champion of Flight. Okay, obviously I'm kidding. We're actually not revealing any champions in this video. Every champion will be crowned in Jackknife Wrestling's first episode and technically first, you know, pay-per-view Night of Champions. It's going to have an 8-match card, and I'm going to work out the match card shortly after I'm finishing this video. I'm just going to post it to my Instagram. So if you want to go check out the match card, then it's Jackknife.figures. Just look up Jackknifefigures and you should be able to find me. I'll put it in the description to make it easier. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rosters. I can't wait to get this fed out to you all. I've been thinking up so many different ideas at work, and I think it's going to be fire. Hopefully my animation and, you know, fed style, I'm kind of going for like the stage creator vibe with a little more pic fed, so I guess kind of like GCW. Hopefully it fits y'all standards, and that this video is this rendition of the fed is a whole lot better than the last one. We're actually going to focus more on storylines that actually mean something. We're going to date it back to AEW, TNA, WWE rivalries and stuff, all of that. But yeah, I think it'll be good. I hope it'll be good, actually. All I need to do is I got to get my computer back, and I got to finish building something because there's a playset that I haven't finished building that I need to finish building, but it pisses me off because the pieces aren't staying together. So I'm probably just going to end up super gluing or zip tying it. But once I get that finished up, then we can start on the Fed itself. I'm going to release the trailer or intro first, you know, just kind of to make sure you guys know it's coming. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rosters. Let's back up a little bit so you can see it. I should really take the belts off Truth and Kofi because this is probably going to be the thumbnail. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Actually, I'll take a picture of the thumbnail. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all are as ready for the Fed as I am. And also, we've been getting in a lot of subscribers recently. I think we've gotten like 20 in the past week, which isn't a lot for like big YouTubers, but for me, it's a lot. So thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing. Hope you all are enjoying. We are back to consistently posting content. I got my creative juices a flowing. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time.